Hello, everyone. Today is Friday, November 21st, 2025. This is your update for Monday, the 24th. All right, let's go. Well, as far as setups, no setups going into Monday. SNDK, again, if you felt like you really had to do something, but I really don't see any reason to do anything at this juncture unless the setups were just like amazing. Anyway, we'll take a look at the portfolio in just 1 second. Not a whole lot to report there. Good at least. SNDK, you can see TKO type of move. Still looks like it has potential to continue higher, but I'm just having a hard time getting excited about anything at this juncture, and I'll flesh that out in just 1 second. Today doesn't really change a lot. I think that's the bottom line. KGC, a little bit of a hook up there, better than poke and the eye up a smidge on the day. And Flatsville pretty much and TFP, as usual, on your stops just in case. Let's take a look at the overall market, and we'll drill down a bit. So the P's had an okay day off their best levels, but even though they were up nearly 1%, they still look like they could be in trouble here. Both time moving averages are on the cusp of moving into downtrend proper order, and that's never a good thing when you're coming in from high levels. And as I've been saying, especially if that's on an angle, a sharp angle into that 50 simple moving average. NASDAQ composite, a little bit of a bounce there too off its best levels. We could see a bow tie here fairly soon to the downside. In fact, it's actually it is a bow tie to the downside. I think I had the 50 in here mixed up. That's a 50 simple, by the way, and it too is coming on a sharp angle into that 50 simple moving average. Russell 2000, nice little bounce there. Look at that, up nearly 3%. But that's not enough to remedy the situation, obviously. If we get back into the range, obviously that would be a good thing. But for now, it looks questionable at best. Really not a whole lot new to report. Most of the areas that have been looking questionable, like robotics, AI, let's take a look at Robo, still look questionable at best. There's Robo, a little bit of a bounce, but that's still a bow tie to the downside, so that's looking fairly ugly. Metals and mining, they dropped below this recent breakout. I'm sorry, this pullback, this deep pullback, bouncing a little today, but the bow ties have flipped over to the downside. Nothing magical about the bow ties, but it can help to keep you on the right side of the market, especially when they flip over to the downside after an all-time high. Semiconductor sold off fairly hard, but we're coming to close off of their worst levels. They still look questionable at best, so based on this recent slide, taking out this prior little pullback in here. So that's certainly not a good thing. You kind of get the idea as you go through sector after sector, even though we've had some bounces here and there today. Most look pretty ugly, with the exception of these healthcare stocks still doing pretty good. As you can see, breaking out to multi-year highs for the healthcare sector overall. Take a look at biotechnology, hanging in there, all-time highs there. Major drugs also still looking pretty darn good right here, just shy of all-time highs. So that's certainly a good thing. Actually, I think that is all-time highs. Yeah, all-time highs for major drugs. So that's obviously a good thing there. In general, though, things still look questionable at best. So let's just let things continue to shake out, and then we'll make a plan as we begin to get setups from the database, obviously. Any questions, you know the routine. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. I will be checking in on Facebook, so feel free to hit me up there, or you can always email me at dave@davelandry.com. Again, everyone, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday. Thank you so much.